speak my point of view. I don't really think that motivation is the key. Here's the reason why. See, everyone is going around selling all of these motivational books and giving you all of these motivational quotes. Half the fucking people that I'm sitting back watching post all of these motivational quotes are still getting out, getting drunk, getting dick, getting upset, getting their feelings hurt, and still fucked up emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and physically as well. They're just emotionally fucked up and scarred. But because somebody turned around and said, hey, this is a motivational post this shit, this is motivational, this is inspirational, this is gonna make your fucking day better. It's not gonna make your day better until you stop worrying about dick and start getting some discipline in your life. You don't need dick, you don't need motivation, you need discipline. Now, I know that a lot of people feel like, well, Essex, dick is not my issue. Maybe it's not, but it is for a lot of other people. Here's the reason why I always say dick is the issue, because dick is attached to a man. And regardless if you want to be with this man for sex or not, at the end of the day, this individual, especially if you're two sexual beings, two human beings, at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, sex is a big, huge fucking portion of the conversation that people try to avoid, people try to overlook, and people try to say it's not there. But the reality of it is the shit is there. So at the end of the day, you don't need dick, you need discipline. Because what the fuck is motivation? Excuse my language, I'll tone it down a little bit, but what is motivation if you don't have the discipline to carry out, to act out, to live by, and to confine yourself to what you need in order to be successful, in order to follow those steps of motivation, in order to see the light? Like, prime example. Everyone's going around, and this is no shade to any of these brothers that I'm mentioning, because at the end of the day, I don't get paid for this shit, so they can't sue me anyways. But everyone's going around posting all of these Trent Shelton videos, all of these Tony Gaskin videos, all of these Tony Robinson videos. Even me, I posted some very inspirational and motivational shit, but the one thing that the video that I posted that was real as hell said is that you got 5 seconds to make a choice. You have to be disciplined. When you wake up and you don't want to wake up, you got to count backwards from 5 to 1 and get your ass up instead of laying in the bed every day. And it's the same situation when you want to talk about your relationships and bettering your life, right? It doesn't matter if you're single, married, engaged. You need discipline. You don't need dick. You don't need motivation. You need discipline, because here's the whole thing. People say, well, can you motivate me to discipline? I can't. You have got to want that for yourself. You have got to desire those things for yourself. You have got to say to yourself that, listen, in order for me to succeed, in order for me to survive, in order for me to move to the next level, in order for me to leave this selfish fucking bastard, in order for me to be able to really truthfully walk away from this pain, from this anger, from this bitterness, from this emotional depression, this mental depression, from a sense of anxiety and fear, I have to be disciplined. I have to tell myself not to answer these phone calls. I have to tell myself not to return the text messages. I have to tell myself not to give keys to this motherfucker too soon. I have to tell myself stop opening my fucking too soon. At the end of the day, you have to be disciplined before anything else. You got to sit your ass down and you got to make a choice. Now, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, because I think people are getting a lot of shit misunderstood. You know, somebody made a comment on my YouTube that, you know, they love the messages, but that sometimes it's kind of, you know, it almost seems contradicting. I'm sorry that you feel that way, because I want to clarify some things, and this message isn't to clarify that statement, but I'm just bringing up to let you know that, listen, this shit isn't contradicting, but let me be honest and be real with you. I can call you queen every single day. I can tell you I love you every single day. I can text you. I can put you on the opposite side of traffic. I don't have to walk in front of you. I can hold hands and walk with you. I can open the door. I can pay bills. I can look you in your eye and sincerely do for you and provide for you and still fuck another woman if I want to. But see, discipline is what I need. Discipline, okay? I don't need to be fucking motivated by 444 to treat my woman right, because I know consciously that's what the hell I need to do. I don't need Trent Shelton posting all of these fucking videos telling me about how phenomenal and what God's grace is and all of these other things, because I can listen to those videos 100 fucking times and still go out there and do wrong. Now, I know a lot of you sisters that's listening to this won't be honest and won't tell the truth and be real and say, you know what, I listen to all of this shit and I still fuck up Essex, you know, I'm still just dropping my fucking panties and I'm fucking these niggas and you know, I'm trying to be motivated. And the reason why you're failing, the reason why you're still fucking, the reason why you're still going through the things that you're going through is because you have relied on motivation to get you through these relationships. Well, motivation isn't gonna get you through this shit. Motivation is only gonna get you so far. You need discipline first. You have to have discipline. And no matter how you get that discipline, no matter how you obtain the discipline, no matter how you look at the discipline, no matter how you act out the discipline, no matter how you discipline yourself, at the end of the day, you gotta have discipline. After you find a structure and you root yourself to discipline, then that's when the motivation is good. Because if you make sure that you're disciplined enough to say, I don't need to go here right now. I don't need to answer the phone right now. I don't need to open my legs right now. You know what? Normally I let this nigga come over at like 10:30, but every time he come over at 10:30, we just fuck. And I'm tired of just fucking. At 10:22, what you doing, love? Texting, baby. Where you at, babe? I'm trying to come see you. Shit, where you sliding in town? Well, at the end of the day, love, your discipline has to kick in first because all of the fucking videos, right? Because Facebook notified me and said, yo, Essex, you know you made 1,000 fucking videos? 1,000 fucking videos. And out of 1,000 videos that I've made, tell me something. I hear that you are listening. I see when you post that you're listening. I see and I'm witnessing the change in so many of you in such a positive way. And I'm not knocking any of you sisters that fall short, but it's a lot of you sisters that are still falling short. And I'm gonna prove it to you because my inbox says so. My inbox says that, Essex, I've been following you for 3 years now. And I can't believe he did this, or I can't believe that this and that. And a part of me is like, let's get to the root issue. Let's get to the root cause of this shit. Why was he able to treat you this way? I ain't gonna lie, Essex, you know, he was so handsome and I fell for it. And that's because you wasn't disciplined with the pussy enough. The pussy has to be more disciplined. Excuse my language, but I'm being honest. You have to be more disciplined with the pussy. Everybody type right now, be disciplined with the pussy. Type it so that way you can see it. I will be disciplined. I will be more disciplined with my pussy. And the reason why I say that is just because a lot of men, they use you. They're using you for two things. They want your finances, your benefits, or your pussy. That's three things. But I feel like finances and benefits kind of combined as one. And the pussy is the other thing that a lot of these selfish, arrogant motherfuckers and narcissistic ass son of a bitches is after. It's just coochie. So if you're more disciplined with your pussy and you're more disciplined with yourself, if you don't allow this individual to come over at 10:30, because at the end of the day, you know that 10:30 leads to other things. If you don't allow yourself to send a photo when you know you're not ready for that photo to be sent, because you need to be more disciplined because of what's going to come after that photo. Because see, baby, what's going to happen when you send that photo is that he going to send a photo and you're going to get excited and you're going to send a photo, then you're going to get somebody that's dead. And then a few months later, you're going to contemplate with yourself like, God damn, I know I didn't need that dick, but I was just so good. I couldn't help it. That motherfucker looked like, I just had to taste it. But that's because you wasn't disciplined with your sexuality. You wasn't disciplined with the pussy. You wasn't disciplined with your benefits. Because see, baby, not every man deserves to have a piece of these benefits that you carry. Now, I know some of y'all is cracking up and laughing about this shit, but the reality of it is that there's so many sisters that are falling victim to this shit. Right? Now, I could be 1 million with you and tell you that I don't never have to make this fucking video and I can keep just preaching all of this motivational shit, but I'm gonna be real with you, love. At the end of the day, 4 or 5 years into this project, right? God's will that the shit keeps pushing through and I just keep being blessed the way that I'm being blessed. But 4 or 5 years into this project and you're still going through the things that you're going through, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I've listened to all the Trent shit. I read Steve's book, Tony Gaskin's podcast. SXJ is real as fuck. And I follow this other dude on Facebook. And this nigga on YouTube is dope as fuck. But I'm still getting my draws beat down. And I'm still going through some shit. I know there's something wrong with me. What's wrong is that they've all preached to you about motivation. No one's really talking about saying fuck motivation because then it kills their career. See, that's what makes me the fucking oddball or the wild card in this situation, because at the end of the day, I don't get paid for this shit. So because I don't get paid for it, because I never did this for money, I give 2 fucks about the motivation. The shit that I say is to make you more disciplined with yourself. The shit that I say, the things that I talk about, the country accents, all of the wild, crazy topics and everything, oral sex, all of this wild, just weird ass this and that, baby. At the end of the day, this shit was specifically designed for you to become more disciplined with the pussy. I got babies. I got nieces. I got aunties. I got sisters. I got best friends. Right? I got somebody that I love. I got a mother that's a woman. All strong black sisters in this world. Strong sisters, period. Some of my friends are Dominican and white, Asian, Taiwan, and they all got beautiful fucking hearts of gold. God blessed me with a heart and a consciousness. I ain't always had it, but he blessed me with this shit enough now for me to understand that, listen, fuck the motivation for once. Set this motivational shit down. Humble yourself. Stop listening to all of these fucking podcasts. Go read a book about discipline, how to structure yourself, how to obtain more discipline, how to fucking say no. And be a better woman. Now, I can't tell you from a man how to be a better woman, but I'm telling you, as a man, you and your sisters get together collectively, sit down, discuss, get this sistership together, this sisterhood, and y'all sit down and y'all fellowship and y'all do what y'all need to do and y'all push each other and y'all make each other stronger. And the one fucking thing that you better be motivating is fucking some discipline amongst each other. Hold each other more accountable. Instead of sitting around drinking 5 glasses of fucking wine, complaining about how small his dick is and you don't know why you're fucking him and this nigga can't last 10 minutes. Hold each other accountable and say, well, baby, if the dick is little, he don't last, you know that the situation's not gonna last. That means that you're just giving yourself to this motherfucker who really don't satisfy you, which means that you're only making the image of us worse. Stop fucking. Right? Stop fucking. That's real. I hear all of the complaints about what these cats can and can't do. If I was a pornographic motherfucker, I would stand up and pull out my dick and be like, babe, I don't have no issues. I'm blessed. But what is that gonna do? If I ever did some crazy shit like that, I don't give a fuck how much you believe in me. How disciplined are you to your values as a woman? Unfollow me. If I ever violate you, unfollow me. You gotta understand that some of the things I say you may not agree with, but that don't mean that I disrespected you. I'm entitled to my opinion, but even with me, don't never let me cross the fucking line with you. Don't let me inbox you some bogus shit. I'm not saying that I ever will, but I'm telling you, if I ever lost my fucking ways, if I was ever just sunk down or whatever the fuck happened, because we're all humans, not that I ever anticipate this shit, but let's just be real. I don't give a fuck how cool you is with me. I don't give a fuck how famous I am. I don't give a fuck how many autographs or t-shirts I done fucking sold. I don't give a fuck about how many views I have. I don't. There's nothing that excuses me from being a man that needs to respect you. There's nothing that should ever fucking excuse your discipline. Because again, I can motivate you I can text you and tell you how beautiful you are, because all of you are beautiful. I do this shit every day. I used to make these posts when I first started that says, hey, good night, I love you. If no one's ever told you that you're loved or that you're appreciated, I love and I appreciate you. Hey, I'm just thinking about you. Remember the hey loves that I used to do? What about the dear wives or dear loves, the little letters that I wrote? To basically tell you that I'm trying my hardest as a man right now. And don't give up on me. See, I was motivating you. I was motivating you into understanding that there's some real good niggas out there. That not all men are dogs. That yes, we make mistakes, but overall, yo, we love you. So if you remember that, a lot of people was moved by that. But even then, when they were moved by that, they still suffer the shit that they suffer. They still getting lied to. They still getting fucked in the backseat of a car being treated like a hoe. They still getting played. They still getting pregnant. They still getting cheated on, or they're still cheating because all you motherfuckers ain't innocent. I don't care what you say. I love y'all sisters to death, but every single one of y'all ain't innocent, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? Because I motivated you, I inspired you to not only do better, be better, but to understand that there's better out there than what you've encountered. But what does that motivation have to do with what you're going through right now? Absolutely fucking nothing, because you weren't disciplined. You know, it's the same shit with this fitness shit. You know, when my body started changing, man, I tell people this is the craziest shit, because I was like 6'3", 180 pounds, skin and bones, and everybody was looking at me like, is this motherfucker serious? Like, who would lay in bed with you, motherfucker? Like, motherfucker, you is some twigs and some skin. You look like some motherfuckers took some chitlins and wrapped it around some motherfucking trees, alright, and put a fucking beard on you. Bruh, get some weight on you. Bro, you got a Tweety Bird chest. Motherfucker, you is not fine. Like, honestly. That's how people looked at me. Like, this little motherfucker, is he honestly serious? I changed myself because I wanted to change. I wanted to see the gains. I wanted to build me. But all the fucking motivation in the world didn't get me to where I'm at in my journey. Discipline did. When they set down the fucking strawberry upside down pineapple cakes and the yams and the ham hocks and all of the other bomb ass food that mama cooked, yo, I'm gonna take some grilled chicken. I'm gonna take some spinach with a little bit of garlic and white egg and egg whites. No bread, too many carbs. I got a goal. After Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, if y'all go look on my page, follow my Instagram, me and one of my best friends was in the gym. We was in the gym at 12 in the morning, killing it. New Year's. We brought New Year's in the gym, not drinking, and that's discipline. That's not motivation. That's discipline. So I can post all of these workout videos. I can take pictures with my shirt off. I can show a motherfucking six pack. I can show you how what gains is changing. I do that shit to show you that I'm on another level. I do that shit to show people that I'm becoming a personal trainer. And I do that shit to show discipline. Because see, that shit may motivate you. But what does that motivation have to do if you ain't got the discipline to stick to that shit? Because it takes discipline to get to where you want to be. To reject the cakes. Motherfuckers always want to talk about a cheat day. Well, this is my cheat day, baby. You done had 4 cheat days this month. Because you lost 2 fucking pounds. Oh, I'm sorry, you lost 5 pounds and you want a cheat day? So is this how you handle everything else in life? So you mean to tell me because this motherfucker was nice to you for 2 weeks, you're gonna lay him off the hook and let him fuck you so that way 2 weeks after that, you can feel bad about the results? Because that's what I see. Because you ain't got no discipline. Because you want it right now. So because you want it right now, because it looks good right now, it feels good right now, it tastes good right now. Because some of y'all like the taste of that. Because that's how freaky you are. You want that shit right now. Because you don't have the discipline to say, you know what? This isn't what I need. I don't need this right now. It's not healthy for me right now. I want this, but I'm not going to take this right now. So fuck motivation and fuck dick. You need some discipline. That's real. To everybody that's following me, thank you. All right, you know I appreciate y'all, but I gotta get up out of here. I done spent 21 minutes of your time. To everybody that's on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe me, because I got a lot of YouTube watchers that are gonna, a lot of people that follow me on YouTube. Make sure you leave your comments on YouTube, leave your comments on here. Do me a huge favor. Thank you for showing all the love and the hearts and everything, which is absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you do me a favor, share this video. All right, let some friends here, let some family here. I don't want grandmamas yelling at me and telling me that I'm cussing too much, but just repost and share this for me. All right, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all continue to support me. Y'all have a blessed, phenomenal Monday. Don't forget, Monday, instead of always saying motivational Mondays, let's start talking about being a little bit disciplined, starting our week out a little bit more disciplined, understanding what we need and what we don't need. Not only understanding that and not only listening to the motivation, but gaining strength in our disciplined areas, or our areas where we are lack of in discipline, so that way we can be more disciplined, right? Make sure that you write this down to yourself or text this. I know a lot of people didn't want to do this because they didn't want to put that out there. A lot of people don't like the word pussy, but if you don't like the word pussy, excuse me, but that's just the terminology that I use. No offense to anybody, but even if you have to write, I am disciplined in my coochie, write that. I'm disciplined in my cuckoo, in my tootie quad, in my pootie pie, whatever you want to call it, baby, your jewels, your little sweet spot, girl, whatever it is, you know, it's all good. But whatever it is, when you can take the time to write that out, that's a good step in being a little bit more disciplined, because you're looking at it, right? And I think sometimes a lot of us don't want to write things out, because then we realize that we're writing a lie. And I'm not saying because you didn't text this that you are lying to yourself, but a lot of times for a lot of people, they can't text things or they can't write things because they feel bad about it in that moment, because they know that it's a lie, right? So all I'm saying is not for me, but for the support of other sisters who's really trying to be more disciplined with their cuckoo, all right, or they coochie, whatever you want to call it. I want you guys to type in the comments, I am disciplined with my cuckoo, and reshare this. All right, and repost this. That's real. I love every single one of y'all, man. I'm about it.